And although the most big, el más grande, can be a synonym to el mayor, however, el mayor, when referring to people, usually it means the oldest, and when you want to refer to people and you say el más grande, you usually mean bigger in size, okay? El más grande, the biggest or the most big. El más chico, the most small or the smallest. Again, el menor would be the smallest, but referring to people, it would mean the youngest. El más chico would be the smallest, and when referring to people, it refers to smaller in size. Okay? And chico, you see the word in infinitive ends with O. So this word becomes masculine for the masculine and becomes feminine, adds an A at the end for the feminine nouns. So if I want to say the smallest girl, I would mean la más chica with an A at the end. La, because la is the feminine article, más chica. And if there were many girls, and I'm referring to the smallest girls, I would say las with S because it's plural, más chicas. Okay? You can also compare using menos, menor, or menos as we've seen here, right? That means less or minus. We would say, if we want to say the least interesting, would be el menos interesante, right? The least interesting, or el menos aburrido, the least boring. So if you can see, if you want to compare, this is less than this, or this is more than this, these would be the words for comparing, right? Mayor, menor, you see. Más, menos, mayor, menor, you see. Más and menos, right? And mayor, menor. Mayor, menor, and más, menos. Remember these words. The bigger, smaller, or older, younger, and more, less. More or less. Those are very important words, so just try to remember them. And if you want to say the most or the least, you add the article before, okay? Like here, el mayor would be the biggest. El más grande would be the most big or the biggest too. El menos interesante, the least interesting, the least interesting. So you add the article, but also remember that in Spanish, since you have the feminine, the masculine, you have the plural articles, the singular articles, always the article, you have to be aware of the object you're referring to when you say the least or the more, the most, okay? Because if that object is a plural, you need to use a plural article, right? Or if it's a feminine, you need to use a feminine article in singular or in plural. So you need to be very careful and attentive to the object you are referring to, and thus you use the correct article, okay? So this is the end for today's lesson. In next class we will continue seeing some more examples of comparisons and superlatives, okay? And so we will expand this a bit more. So I see you next time. Goodbye.